And we are back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 12, episode 11, actually. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way, you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. So, I'm sorry we did not have an episode for the show this past Sunday. After I got off work, there were some things that came up. So then we decided to push it to Monday. And then after that, we just really didn't have enough time, actually. So I was like, you know what? Let's just push it up till Thursday. That way we could just talk about everything, actually, because there's still a few series that I actually want to watch and also talk about coming up on Sunday as well, because on Sunday and Saturday this week, we have the LEC and the LCS, playoffs continuing. Well, the LCS playoffs is starting. The LEC season finals is continuing. And we did reach 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So thank you to every single person that has subscribed to the channel and that has been watching the content. You guys are absolutely amazing and insane. So joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about all things League of Legends is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing. Been a long ass week, man. This shit, because I've been doing 10-hour days just all week.
Straight? Oh my god!
Yeah, holy just every day. It's just that's me. Like Sunday and Monday, I was tired from getting back from the cup. Mm-hmm. Monday, I was tired because I didn't sleep much Sunday. The only day I'm gonna get sleep this week is Saturday to Sunday after I get done with the cup. Top 4, top 8, don't top, win. It doesn't even matter. It's like it's just been a long effing week. Like I cannot wait until Sunday because there's a bunch of challenges. I might skip them just to sit home. The good thing about the challenges, I might be able to go to the challenges because they're early enough for me to get there by 10, play till 1 o'clock, and then I could be on the way home. Because the big thing about this weekend, due to they're in Hawaii, they don't start till 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because Hawaii is 6 hours behind my time zone. Mm-hmm. That's when I'm like, oh shit. That's mean the opening ceremony starts at 3 for the World Championship. Mm-hmm. That's mean you got Pokemon Go first. You got Pokemon. You got the I think it's upper bracket final, lower bracket final, and the grand final. That's going to take about 90 minutes to 2 hours. All right, cool. 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Then you got, and say, let's say juniors and seniors go about 50 minutes each. That's another hour 40. And then masters might not start till 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. That's mean. I'm like, okay, I got time. I got time Sunday.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I need to do Sunday. But yeah, I was like, oh, thank God. Just a long freaking week.
I agree, man. Yeah. Chad needs Lennon to de-stress his ass. No. What the heck? Crazy. He can't have no tacos. Nope. I forbid it. Like in the Bible, there's that forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve weren't supposed to eat. Yeah, that's what Leonard is. Forbidden fruit you cannot taste.
But guess what? I got some meat for her that she could try.
Oh my God. Your stuff is forbidden to her too. How about that?
No, it ain't. Shit. Her and Carla could both taste at the same time.
Oh my God, man. No. Carla is just one of the Mexicans of all time. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is a Mexican of all time.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, what ended up also happening this week, guys, was like I mentioned before to you guys, next episode of Full Day of Going to the Movie Theater will be on Alien Romulus. It'll be released pretty much the same day after I get back home and finish filming. And then on the day after, on Wednesday or Thursday, of next week, we're going to try and do an open spoiler discussion on it. I know you guys like the Borderlands videos, but there's not much to talk about with the movie until, I dropped the movie review that we did with Me and Society, and then the second weekend box office drop. That would be the last Borderlands video, because then, that's the nail in the coffin. To be fair, it was the nail in the coffin anyway, despite everything that we already mentioned. But this is going to be the actual nail in the coffin to see like how far it actually dropped. Keep in mind, Despicable Me 4, Deadpool Wolverine, the Blake Lively movie. You have Alien Romulus dropping. You know, we had it. I'm pretty sure Inside Us Out 2 is still playing theaters as well. Like, just so much competition right now. It's just absolutely insane. There's just no way this movie's going to be doing anything. It's over, honestly. And that's what happens when you make movies like that. Good. Glad they fail. Fuck those kind of movies. That movie was bad, guys. I'm sorry. It was terrible. You know?
No, but you shouldn't want movies like that to fail. Okay, movies like that should fail, but we shouldn't hope they would fail because people are going to be afraid to make new movies. They're going to start they're going to want to keep doing new ones because, we can't take a risk. Okay, let's remake something that's already remade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's sad that it didn't work. It's sad that it didn't work.
Yeah, and this is a franchise that has not been, that popular in a while. Because they announced the movie right when it was popular, and it took years for this movie to come out. The movie was announced 2010, 2011?
And that's the issue.
Yeah, it took so long. And then what ultimately killed it for me is the director was like, that video I dropped, I was like, holy fuck. All right, good luck getting a movie out of that. It's like he just got paid, which I never like paid. Always take the bag. Yeah. But like, God damn, that is not instill confidence. Imagine the director in the movie being like, you know what? I really want to do like these other movies, but I got this one, and I want to place those movies in this one. And I'm like, well, anytime I hear that, for the most part, it's like, God damn, that fucking sucks. We're about to get like one of the movies ever, honestly.
Exactly.
Oh shit. WG says, I see it in her eyes during that road trip. She wants Chaz. No, what the hell? She was disgusted at the sight of a black man. Because I'm a white black man, so that doesn't count, honestly.
No, she was disgusted at yo ass.
What did I do? She was being weird.
Yeah, but she wants someone to be weird with her.
Oh my gosh. She is just a bat shit crazy taco lady.
She just needs somebody to fuck her in that backseat, just tell her who's boss. Like, trust me, I know women like that.
You're the part she was talking about horoscope signs. We're just like
I know.
I ain't listen to that shit. You better listen to that for an hour.
Hey, trust me, I've listened to women talk about like space shit just to have them sit on my dick. Like, trust me, I would have listened. I would like, oh, okay, cool. What do you think about Virgos and all that shit? Listen, and then try to slap my dick in her mouth. Like, trust me, it's one of those. Trust me, if you like someone, you'll listen enough where you're like, you'll start playing with their hair, caressing them, and all that. It's like, and then trying to move her head down towards the crust to see if she's willing to, give you some head. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, the whole thing was like, okay, I don't really give a shit about that, but I'll listen to someone talk about it if they're passionate about it. If they're just doing it, just
boring, man. Because the problem with women, they don't understand when I'm talking about this stuff. Is like they assume because that person was in that month that only means that people born in that month have that attribute, and we're trying to explain her in the card, lady. That doesn't apply. Like it's not a universal rule that if you're born in July, that means you're bad at sex. Like that doesn't even make logical sense.
See, that's why you gotta prove them wrong. Like, you think I'm bad at sex, girl? Let's go back to my hotel room and I'll show you how I'm bad at sex. She was like, I am.
What was the one? It's like if you're born in August, that means you're cunning and deceitful, and it's like so it only applies to people in August.
I was born in September. Like, that's why I was trying to see what she was thinking about September. Because the reason why I was trying to see, because I was like, okay, let me see how she thinks about people born in September. Because sometimes a lot of times it's horse shit, but you just want to see how they are. Because sometimes it's that whole challenge where it's bullshit, but you go along with their bullshit because she's going to because most women they'll go by horoscopes, and then the minute you prove them wrong, they're like, oh, okay, the horoscopes is trash, and then next you know, your finger popping on the back of the car. See, that happens a lot of times. Trust me, I've been around women that told me I need to be careful of you because your astrological sign has a lot of serial killers. I was like, yeah, I'm a serial killer, right? I kill cereals.
Oh,
I eat
God.
the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And then guess what? I'll eat the fuck out of your pussy, dude. And she was like, yeah, you got to joke wisdom. Like, see, you don't look at Linda and be like, oh, I like her. You're like, all right, she's cool. See, and that's not a bad thing. Because you're not meant to go just look at it and be like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, let's actually, you know what? There was this video that Nate Shot did that a lot of people reacted to. I hadn't did a video on it yet. And people know I actually met Nate Shot in real life back when he first got into 100 Thieves and made it a thing back in 2018. Now, when I talked to him, this was the week where Meteos was dropped, and there's the whole story about that. And then kind of find out years later it happened again in the LCS in the same week. Meteos gets dropped by the same org. That was just, you can't make this stuff up, honestly. So basically, Nate Shot kind of, lit the internet on fire with his takes. Now, I will say, you have to understand when someone like Nate Shot in the position that he's been in, he's mostly taken a back seat for a hot minute here because he's ended up getting married to his longtime girlfriend and him having a kid. I mean, 100 Thieves as an org, what are they have League, they have Valorant, and what else they have? I don't know what else. Oh, they have Call of Duty. They're in Call of Duty actually as well. So those are the only 3 esports they're in. I remember I used to watch the Courage and Nate Shot show, but then I just stopped watching after a while. Like they hadn't really been that big for a little bit, honestly. And then
their main thing is they haven't been uploading that much.
Yeah, the content creation slowed down on them as well. They made all these other different channels, like one for shorts, one for podcast.
They were good at first. And then you did say like they were good at first. The whole
they used to make really good content at first, and then I really don't know, honestly. It feels like his passion for constantly making content just wasn't there. Like he moves out to LA. I don't know if he was born in LA or lived there already, but I know he's mentioned the fact that he's leaving LA to go to Texas, and it's like, okay. I mean, I can't always say he's wrong about that. I mean, I no one wants to live in LA, actually. People who live in LA don't want to be in that shit. So he had made, I think it was live streaming on Twitch, actually.
Yeah.
And he made this video right here talking about like the gaming industry. And I mean, for lack of better words, this was the caption from it. Basically, everybody in the gaming community wants games to fail. It's very bizarre. Nate Shot calls out gaming fans for negativity on new games. And it's like, I mean, I don't really know how to feel about that statement because there's just so many ways you can kind of like extrapolate that, But I'll play the full clip because, reading a quote out of context, potentially to a bigger video, would probably not be the best thing. All right, so here's the 2-minute video as well. Keep in mind, guys, I would imagine because they had that energy drink that they were doing called Juvie. I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
No, it was for a hot minute, and then
oof.
He made money, but it wasn't the money that.
Yeah, because energy drinks would fall under like what the food industry actually, and making money in that is very hard actually.
Yeah, he had a lot of. I'll say real quick.
He has a lot of ambitions. I'll say that.
Yeah, he had a lot of ambition, and they worked until they didn't, and it's like, okay, cool. But it was like,
didn't they try doing like their own keyboards and monitors and stuff like that? I know it's keyboards first. They tried to do their own keyboards.
It was like for a brand. It was for a brand. It did for a minute, but it was like, I mean, people don't care about brand anymore. They care about quality, and when your quality is good, but it's not like elite. Yeah.
Oh shit. What else did they? So the energy drink that didn't go out as planned. The keyboards didn't go out as planned. What else happened with them? The esports investment for League of Legends for 100 Thieves has been not that good. Valorant, I know they made the finals of Valorant earlier this year. I don't know if they won anything in Valorant, but they have that.
No, they did. They won the split or whatever this thing was.
I don't follow the Call of Duty League, so I can't speak on that. And what else did you? Oh my god, I remember they were gonna do that video game. They're developing some sort of like video game or whatever, and then
that was
just nothing. They just quietly did an old yeller to it. Hey, Deep literally went outside and old yeller that thing. Oh, like, oh my god,
that was a fucking nightmare. That was a train wreck of a nightmare.
And then you have Valkyrie, a 40-year-old lady.
No, she's 30.
There's no way she's 30.
No, she's younger than me. She's a few months younger than me. I
generally thought she was 40.
You would think she was 40 on like.
She sure doesn't look 40.
By the time the way she presents herself, she'll come off as 40. Look, she's actually 30, but she sometimes acts like she's 20. Like, she's 40. I mean, not 40, she's 30.
Hey, older the berries, sweeter the juice, right? No. Good Lord. So the thing with gaming now that a lot of people have to understand is gaming hasn't been what it's been that you remember in your head. A lot's changed. Now, are a lot of the new games coming out bad? No. Are a lot of new games coming out good? Yes. It really just depends on who you ask, obviously. Some people are more into gaming still than others. Some people never dropped off of it. I never really dropped off of it. I just got a PC and I kind of just been playing on this. That's just my thing. I mean, the last new game that I purchased was Dragon Ball Z. What's the one that came out? It's the one that came out before the new one's going to come out. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's the last game I actually purchased myself and played. And I enjoy it. Like, what was the last game you purchased? Like video game or whatever?
Fuck.
I rebought Sonic Generations.
Do you include Pokemon? Because it'd be Pokemon.
Pokemon is a game. Yeah, that's a game.
Pokemon's the last game I bought, and that was back in
the Switch one, right? Scarlet?
No, 3DS. Last game I bought was Sun and Moon. I tried
a long time ago. Holy fuck!
I tried out Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was just not interesting. The Pokemon game, the card game was better, in my opinion. Because I'm not gonna lie, the card game
Wait, hold on. You downloaded Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That would count as a game. That's a game to play.
Oh yeah.
So when was that? You got it in 2020. You got the same year I did, right? 2022.
Yeah, I got. Okay. I initially downloaded. I played it like a couple matches, and I guess like I'm good. Okay. I just something about Master Duel. I like playing with. It's the reason why I only practice it online with the Pokemon TCG player. Mm-hmm. I rather just play it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's so many weird stigmas with gamers, and hey, I'll be the first one to admit gamers can sometimes be a little weird. But I don't think, like you said earlier, I don't think people want things to fail because first of all, there's no real way to control that. If something comes out and it just doesn't kind of resonate with the audience or who its intended audience is for, like the demographic, it would just fail regardless because they would just not be interested in it. Because then there's so many other things here. Like, I'll just get into the video. I'll just break it down as I go through.
There's something weird that has happened in the gaming community. I'm serious too when I say this. For some reason, everybody in the gaming community wants games to fail. It's very bizarre. Like the whole thing with XDefiant is still like stumps me to this day. People complain about not having enough games to play, but when new games come out, even before they have played it, they're like, that game sucks. I'm not going to play it. Listen, man.
So there's, I guess you could say several things to that. If you're presented footage of something like actual gameplay, and there's a lot of people that say, I don't think that's good. Well, what I notice about gamers is they'll actually give you their very blunt, honest opinion. Some people just kind of can't handle that all that much. Some people just don't like that much. But that's your consumer. That's the person that's going to be buying the game going, hey, I don't really think this is going to be good. You know, I'll use an example. The Suicide Squad Kills the Justice game. So that's a game that most people that liked those previous Batman Arkham games between Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, Night, all of them, even the one made by WB Games Montreal, they didn't want that. You saw that in the sales. Nobody wanted that. They literally could have quite literally just made a actual Batman game. That's what people would have paid for. That's the money that would have been there. Nobody wanted a Suicide Squad game. Like, it's not like it's this thing where if your consumers are saying, I don't want that, making it and then losing a whole lot of money, that's kind of like your fault, if I'm being honest here. You know, I love playing games. I really do. But I'm not going to play games I'm just not interested in, you know? I don't think gamers want things to fail, but if you're presented with all this footage, everything, and it's just not going to resonate with you, that's it. Then there's the other thing when it comes to basically how social media has shown that some of these game devs are just, I'm not saying they'll have an impact on the sales or whatever, but when you have videos and interviews and all this stuff coming about all these people, I mean, there's quite literally videos of all these people that work on these games saying they hate certain people, they don't like you, all this stuff that you just keep going on with. And it's like, you expect people to buy that? There was one black lady that we went over one time on the Iron Man podcast. She literally was like, I don't hire white people because of like microaggressions. And it's like, you want me to support a person that was working on that? I don't want to support that at all, honestly. You know? Like, I really don't know what is the end goal here, you know? Do people judge things before they see them? Yeah, but that's been a thing forever. That's not a new thing that just developed right now, obviously. You know?
If we keep tearing down these studios trying to make good games, like, yeah, not every single one is going to be fun and not every single one is going to be a hit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if we're sitting here like preying on its downfall before the game even comes out, what do you think's going to happen? Nobody's going to be investing in gaming and making new games.
Actually, that's the thing. There was an Iron Man podcast episode that I did with some of the guys. I think it was for Friday. They actually reported, this is not, you can just look this up. There's record low console sales. Just in general, consoles are not selling that much. And games, record low console sales, record low console gaming.
But my thing is with consoles, why do you think that's with consoles? I have a different reason why consoles ain't selling like they used to. You gotta think about it with consoles. Think about it with consoles.
Yeah.
They cost a shit ton of money.
Yes.
And then you gotta upgrade them every 3 to 5 years. Like,
yeah.
It's like, because think about it. The last console.
What was the last console you bought? You said the PS4?
No, I actually didn't buy the PS4. I was gifted that.
Oh, okay.
I ended up.
You got it. You had a Switch, but you sold that.
But that one I didn't buy either. That was gifted. I won that in a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox One, I was gifted that for my birthday or late birthday. I didn't but last one I personally bought myself was a PS3.
Yeah, the last one I went out and paid for my own money with was a 360. Because I think the last great era of gaming was the 360 PS3 era. That would be my opinion. I'm not saying the PS2 GameCube X one isn't good either. I'm saying like PS2 to the Xbox 360 era.
You talk about the last one, not you talk about the latest one, not of course.
Because remember, this era of gaming, I don't know if you were mentioned in this clip, is filled with not just microtransactions, unfinished games, DLC content. Like, people are just kind of sick of that. I'm just saying, like, I understand you have to make money on the game. So the microtransaction thing, I kind of understand from a business point of view. But the DLC stuff, guys, it's basically just this. With games that I noticed that have DLCs, you wait like literally a year or two, that game gets re-released with the DLC content on it. They could release it for you right there. I really don't understand the need for it, honestly.
And that's why I'm so patient on buying games, because think about it. I never got a Pokemon game when it first came out. It was always months later. It was coming out in November, I get it around Christmas. Coming out in November, I get it around Christmas. If it came out in July or August, I get it on my birthday. I never got it the only time I ever got a Pokemon game when it came out was Sun and Moon. That's because I had the money to get it myself. That was the only time. And even that was kind of like a few weeks late, but that was the earliest. That was the last game. The last game I bought. Last game I downloaded was,
Also says you're not looking at the whole picture. You mean the whole picture. The whole picture. Get it? Just kidding. Console gaming is down, but mobile gaming is going exponentially. The way we consume games are changing. not the interest level. Well, that would be a thing too. The interest level is going down based off of years in the other eras doing well compared to this one. Now, keep in mind, the reason why you wouldn't be inclined to pick up a new PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X is because you can quite literally still do everything on those consoles, basically on the other ones, except it's going to be a little bit worse. Not the Switch, because Switch is weak. I'd say worse hardware. It's not basically as good as the other two. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, we also had the Iron Man Podcast episode where the Sony guy who runs the gaming division, they want PC gamers to buy a PS5. Will I ever get a PS5? Hell yeah, I will. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but there's no reason. But there's no reason to get one. There isn't a reason because you can still do everything on your PS4. That's fine. And then I don't think we're getting a PS6 or an Xbox anytime soon because if people's Xbox layoffs are really, really bad. Actually, they're like no one's really, working there as much anymore given the recent layoffs. So console games and the numbers have just been going down. I mean, there's not really much else to really explain, honestly. People's interest in gaming as far as that traditionally has just not been there for a while. And there's many other things too. People choose to kind of play one game for a real long time. Like, there's your Overwatches, your CSGOs, Dota, Fortnite. Yeah, that too. Like games that you can basically play, like not like right now, but forever is a big concept. Like Helldivers 2. Remember that situation? Yeah. Like no, or that for the Helldivers 2 situation, no gamer wanted Helldivers 2 to fail. That was because Sony wanted you to link some gay account bullshit, and people went, "Why am I doing that?" When they didn't even tell you to do that up front. And doing it, actually, we understand in other countries you can't do that because they're not in those countries. So if you'd bought Helldivers 2 in those other countries, you couldn't even play it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is, I generally don't think gamers want things to fail. You have to just give people stuff they want to pay for. Like I think of Hypnotic, looked up the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League numbers. The amount of people that play it right now is like 110, actually. 110 people play that game. And it's reported the game lost company a lot of money. And well, good. Warner Brothers needs to lose a lot of money. Company's fucking garbage.
You're not gonna have shit to.
They're already losing a lot of money. Period.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was billed that all their assets, the good ones, are considered worthless. That is really bad.
Fucking play. You're gonna be sitting here playing MW2 remastered edition. You're gonna be sitting here trying to play fucking the same old games for the 1,000th time because these billionaires and fucking multi-billion-dollar publishers, they're not gonna greenlight any new games, any new concepts, any new.
Well, I would say they'll greenlight things that'll make money. I mean, you have to just look at this too. Final Fantasy was with Sony for a very long time. Square Enix, as you say, Square Enix was with Sony for a very long time. They just announced they're not going to be exclusive with Sony because Final Fantasy isn't selling as well as it used to be.
IP. I mean, I try to put myself in the shoes of myself when I was like 16 years old, but I can't. I was excited for new games when they came out.
Well, you got to factor in why you were excited. Like, why were you excited to play those new games? Like, I wouldn't say people don't have that level of excitement anymore. I wouldn't say that because that's just crazy. That's all you have to factor in. Each individual experience is based off, your own. But I will say, this happened not just with gaming across the board. People say they're not excited. Well, ask yourself this: why are you not excited? Are you just kind of, I don't know? The more you're involved in something, the less you become excited about something because you've been in it that long. But then again. Yeah. You generally have to ask yourself, why are they not making good enough products to capture your interest like they used to? That's probably the reason why. They're not making something that you're interested in. If you make something people are interested in and they will buy, your interest will go up. I'm just saying, like, when new Sonic games get announced, the Sonic fans go, that's great, sign me up. New Pokemon game get announced, fuck yeah, sign me up. New Zelda game gets announced, hey, we're there, Well, just from the Nintendo showcase that we just showed on the Iron Man podcast, you guys were excited. Oh, I'm still looking for my Switch right now so I can buy some of those games. I told you I was going to play them. I'm looking for my Switch right now because I have Switch. That's exciting, I'm just saying companies, not all the time back then, but back then, for a certain amount of time, would make something you were so interested in. you were just so happy to get it. I'm saying, do you have that same level of feeling now when it comes to movie, TV, gaming? For me, it starts. I mean, Darnell had that recently too. He had that with Deadpool Wolverine. We were not as excited as he was, but he was ever heels to the roof, and I was like, hey man, more power to you, man. LG, what's up, man? We were excited because they showed promise. The games wanted to be good. Yeah, there's way different levels of variance when it comes to that stuff too.
The problem is now we have too many options. We've seen too many different games. We've seen too many different ways to interact with games. Like back in the day, bro, when in 2007, when Halo 3, Gears of War 1, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare dropped the same fucking year, bro, we were lined up outside of GameStops, whether it was in a mall.
Yeah, that's the thing. What his point is there is the games that when they first started, they grabbed your interest. Well, yeah, that's just how kind of a lot of things go. When new franchises start that have that level of legwork like they do, you're going to have people. That's just how it works, But all those franchises he just listed, all of them have gone through various forms and changes throughout the years. Gears of War, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Final Fantasy, anything. Any big franchise you can name of gaming, all have gone through major changes, When you have games that come out in a franchise that aren't as good as the other ones, people start going like, ooh, like Call of Duty. How many times have you talked to a friend that likes Call of Duty and you ask them why they keep playing it? They're just like, I don't know. It's the same shit. It's this, but your mind is like, but they love it so much. They'll play the same game constantly for years on end with very little innovation.
That's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Why people still play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
It's like people love it. It's like
yeah, Walter, I agree with that too. I don't think all games are bad because that would just be crazy because no one's played all the games, even from the PS4 era till now, obviously.
I don't think a lot of people want stuff to fail, but I think their attitude is if it fails or goes away, I don't care. Because their attitude toward it is they're not doing anything to improve it. I don't care if the whole thing with some people are leaving Yu-Gi-Oh! Or they're not playing these games anymore, they detach themselves from actually caring in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's that weird thing where people don't want to be attached to it. Like people will be sad if something disappears, but they don't want to be so emotional to it that that they feel bad when it disappears. It's like sometimes people.
I don't want game. I don't want movies or any of that stuff to fail, but it's going to based off everything leading up to it. Like we'll use Borderlands for example. We knew that was not going to do well. We knew. I didn't want it to not do well. I want people in there to get paid. I want all those people to make a bag when they're making that movie.
But the issue is when you put out the videos you do, it does send some mixed signals. It's like
I'm just putting out don't shoot the messenger. That's what I always say.
That's the issue. Sometimes the message gets interpreted wrong. It's like
because that's the thing is, are we just basing off that everyone's just on the internet, terminally online?
Because as someone who grew up playing those games, like I remember that was the game where I used to play with my ex-fiance. We were just like she wasn't good at it. And then one time I was like at work, she was actually playing it because she had that day off, and I was like, oh fuck. She spent all fucking 8 hours or about 9 hours. It's like, god damn. I was like,
competition breeds innovation, and for the better part of 2 generations, Microsoft has largely had no pulse, and Sony has been slipping. Yeah, that's the thing is the reason why people aren't as invested because they're not making something that getting people invested into. Outside of the one recently, people got into a Spider-Man from the Insomniac Sony Spider-Man. That got people interested. I'll be honest with you, that's Spider-Man. Just in general, people are going to be interested in that. If you want people to have that level of interest, not just for like Spider-Man, you have to make something that people are willingly going to pay you for. It's like people are just, I don't know, going for like social media clout when it's like those people are so fickle. I wouldn't do anything for social media clout. Make something that people will literally go to Walmart, Target, Best Buy, wherever you buy games, Amazon, it doesn't matter. Make something where people will actually click on their mouse or pull out their debit card and pay you for, not what you say you're going to do. That's like 2 different things, actually. I might say I want a hot, big booty Latina to sit on my face and, shit in my mouth, but do I really want that? Wait.
Hell no.
That sounds great, actually.
Because he had Lennon and you said no to her. That's man.
Because Lennon is gross, actually.
Send her my way.
Attached to a fucking
Let me
Hollywood.
ungross her.
Sitting there waiting, camped out, drinking fucking Mountain Dew, waiting for these new games for the midnight release. Everybody was so excited about it. Now when new games come out, we're fucking sitting around a goddamn fire witch artifact, like doing a satanic ritual.
Are people, that's a weird line of thinking too. Are we saying people didn't do that back then? People definitely did that back then. You just weren't exposed to it.
No. People did it more often back then than they do now.
Yeah. The only reason, because I've heard that argument with a lot of things, like, well, back then you just weren't exposed to it. We didn't know everyone's perspectives on things. Of course, this happened. Because the same thing happened with comic books as well. There was a comment that we got. I think I got on one of my comic channels or whatever. Yeah. He was like, "No, comic fans did not talk this way back then. So you knew every single comic fan's opinion. You knew all of them. No, people definitely talked like this. People just didn't see it from their point of view. It's like the whole concept of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Yeah, you don't see it. You just don't think it's going to exist. You know, was it on this level? It could have been. Like I said, we literally were not exposed to it, so we don't know. I mean, you can only just guess. And my guess is I was a hot, good-looking black guy in a different universe, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's been many massive layoffs, gaming industry. I was before, console sales are down, console gaming sales are down, Steam sales are up, and the Steam Deck sales are also doing very well. You just, I don't know, make stuff that people want to pay for. I mean, that's just kind of always been my thing about it.
Even when people make stuff people want to pay for a date, it's like
it all depends. At that point, it just depends on audience. Does it resonate with them? Is that something that they played and was good? Positive word of mouth. You know, there's like many layers to that stuff too, man. You know?
Even with movies, it's like the movies we do want. It's like, do you have confidence that they're going to make it correctly? That's the issue. If you get we get movies we don't want or we don't need, and then the movies we do want, it's like I'm not confident they're going to do it correctly. That's why I'd rather not have it. It's like you're in that situation. I'm like, oh fuck, they're gonna fuck this up. Like, cause I knew, like, I had no faith in the what do you call it movie, the Borderlands film. I was like, oh fuck, this ain't gonna. Okay, they got all the characters right, but I was like, this ain't gonna work. Because I just knew how they were. I was like, they're gonna fuck it up. And
like you even said yourself, from like the casting swaps, that alone killed your interest.
Like the swap wasn't as like hard. It was like, okay, they got the characters right, but I'm like, okay. Some of the casting choices are like, okay, good. Kevin Hart. They went comedy, but they couldn't get somebody taller. They couldn't get like a 5'9", 5'10" black guy. They couldn't get good. They couldn't get Dave Chappelle. Like, I know he's an actor, a comedian.
I agree with this too. The biggest issue, in my opinion, is that developers don't want to make the single player experience anymore. Yeah, everything has to be a multiplayer MOBA, blah blah battle royale, this, that, and the third. And it's like most of the reasons we even play video games. I just say as a gamer in general. Most, like, you know, nowadays you stream a game you play and you talk to people. People don't understand how new that is. Really, back in the day, you literally just played a game because we didn't. This is how you know we didn't have that back then, because this wasn't a thing until recently, or about 2010s till now.
No,
played a game.
This is about 2006, 2007.
Yeah, where you would basically play a game and talk to people. Most times you bought a game, you went home, put it in the console, and you just played. You just muted, played. That's how you did it.
You know what it was? There was always multi-personal games. They about Nintendo with Smash Bros.
No. I'm talking about the aspect of streaming.
Oh, streaming?
Yeah, I'm talking about the aspect of streaming, like PewDiePie. When he was doing that, he was like, people were like, wait, why would you watch someone play a game? Why don't you just buy it yourself? That kind of thing. Where you're like watching someone else do it to see if you want to do it. I'm not saying multiplayer is new. I'm saying like the aspect of basically the single player experience he was talking about. You want to make something that's basically you people could just play in isolation and that they'll just like, you know? Because not everything now just feels like it just has to be a multiplayer, battle royale, this. It's just, oh my God. Oh, we're just in a mess, guys. Let's just say that. Well, speaking of a mess, let's talk about the LCS first, since you guys are here to hear us about League of Legends. So, okay, so the LCS 2024 summer split is over. We only have basically 7 weeks of gameplay, and Team Liquid has gone undefeated, making them the first LCS,
match-wise, not game-wise. Game-wise, they lost like 4 games.
They lost 3 games.
3 or 4 games, don't fucking matter. They technically didn't go undefeated the way
they went undefeated in
matches, but not games.
Yeah, it'd be match score. Yeah, they went undefeated in matches, but not game score. Because they would have went how many games? That would have been 7 and 2, I think. Actually.
If they went undefeated, they would have went 14 and up.
Yeah. So that means, because people don't understand the difference in tracking there. So Gen G, for example, they were actually tracking to do both in the best of 3 format: undefeated in match score, undefeated in game score, right? So there's 2 ways you could have it. They lost to DK 1 game, so their undefeated game score is streak's over.
No more. Yeah.
Then when they lost to KT, their undefeated match score is over. So Team Liquid just only lost 3 games in games, but overall matches they went undefeated. Now the problem is when you judge this kind of a split. I'm not saying they didn't play well overall. There were some weeks where they didn't play as good, but then again, who's their competition though? Guys, the whole league is bad. The whole league stinks.
They play great. The issue is the whole scheduling. There should have been 14. There should have been 14 games or 14 weeks, or no, 7 weeks. But it should have been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It should have been, if you play Thursday, you play Saturday. It's like you should have been playing two days a week. If you play Thursday, you play Saturday. You just play whoever is. You're flipping. That's me. You might play a Friday and a Saturday game, or you might play a Thursday and a Sunday game. It's like, do that. It's like that's the schedule would have been better like that. Then it's like, all right, that's me. Team Liquid, Team Liquid, final week should have been playing Cloud9 and FlyQuest back to back in the same week. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's how I would have done it.
This is their games right here. Just people are like, show the record. Okay, here's the record. This is their actual record on the split. If you don't count them going undefeated, they would have went 14-3. Cloud9 would have went 13-3. FlyQuest would have went 11-7. Dignitas went 8-9. 100 Thieves went 7-9. And then you have Energy, which finished 5-10. So this would have if they did the same format from last split and they just took out less weeks, we only had 7 weeks, this would have been their record. Now, team is 7-0. This is the first team in the LCS to do it, but counting with its best of 3s, it's a little bit more like on a technicality. I wouldn't put this on the level of a TSM LCS 2016 summer, a Cloud9 2020 spring, Immortals. I would have put it on that level, but this would be like on the more lower end spectrum. Plus, I'll be honest with you, there's way weaker teams now than it was before. I mean, this split is just damn near pathetic. Without so many teams were just bad. Like all we have was basically these 2, and then everyone else. Honestly,
it was 3.
FlyQuest at the beginning, they were there and they started faltering off. Like, what the hell are they doing?
No, it was a 3-team. It was a 3-team region, but it was mostly one team leading with another team challenging. Cloud9 was the only one that was a threat to Team Liquid. FlyQuest was there.
Oh, because this is the asterisk about Cloud9's performance. People are like, well, they went 13-3. It's also because of the scheduling did make it better. I agree, but the issue here is they faced nobody strong until the only strong team in the LCS. They faced them in week 6. That means they faced every single bad LCS team in a row, 2-0 them. They only lost 3 games. They dropped 1 to Dig, they dropped 1 to Team Liquid, and they dropped 1 to I forgot the other team. They dropped one somewhere along the way. I know it was Team Liquid,
FlyQuest.
Dig. No, FlyQuest they 2-0'd. Was it NRG? I think it was NRG. They lost to NRG, yeah.
Well, look at the record overall. This is literally Team Liquid went undefeated. Cloud9 only lost to the team above them.
Yeah.
FlyQuest only lost a team above them. Same thing with Dignitas. Think about this. Dignitas and 100 Thieves both lost 4 games.
Right.
But think about this. Shopify beat Shopify beat Dig. That was if Dig beats Shopify, 100 seeds is locked in that 5th seed, no matter what. Shopify would be the worst team in the friggin' split. Like, literally, the standings go, okay, the first place is the undefeated, of course. Cloud9 is the one team that lost, 2 Team Liquid that had a chance. And then every team after is literally, okay, we lost to this team. Like, there is no 4-3 because the gap is that wide between FlyQuest and Dig. Like, Dignitas should be 4-3. Like, they should be 4. Like, literally, it should be a pyramid. 7-0, 6-1, 5-2, 4-3, 3-4, 2-5, 1-6, 0-7. If Dig doesn't drop that series to Shopify, that's how the season goes. And you know that season, you know how this is pretty much the fucking C below. This is C below. Right. There's a team that's undefeated or close to it, and then there's one team that gets one win on a shit team, or they beat the best team in the week, where the best team doesn't feel like playing. Mm-hmm. That happens. You look at this, it's like shit. 100 seeds, they finally clutched up. Energy was trash. 3 losses straight, 8. They were never good. They were never really good. Everyone talking about, Energy's gonna make the run for the playoffs like last year. I was like, okay, all right, you believe that.
So let's start at Immortals. I mean, I'll be honest here. They got their only series win against Shopify Rebellion when they had Tomio in week 1. They literally went game record wise. They went 3-12.
And you know the sad part about it? They have a tiebreaker over Shopify, but due to they won less games, they're technically in 8th place. Ain't that a bitch? Imagine having a tiebreaker and the tiebreaker doesn't matter because you lose. You
lost that much. You lost that much. Your tiebreaker means nothing.
Yeah, because you're -9. Because you're -9. That's the sad part.
Mm-hmm. Also, keep in mind, Immortals has been competing for 8th to 10th forever. They only made playoffs in one summer split back in 2021 LCS summer. That's it. They've pretty much always been competing for 8th to 10th. Always. They got 8th in an 8-team league, guys. It's bad. Now, people say, well, they don't want to invest that much in the league. And it's like, well, cool. Then that's your result. Do I disagree with that? No. League, there's no money you can make in league. I understand that. But those are the results you get, though. If you want to, get fuck all players like Mayonnaise and Tactical and Olay, then sure. Like, I don't know what the fuck Mass is doing.
God. Fake God Shopify. Fake God Shopify for Rebellion, but I don't think both teams are trash.
Yeah, like Immortals is bad, guys. Like I don't think any of these players are really getting any teams, honestly. Like maybe Olay gets a team, but that's pretty much it.
Armel got benched by EG and he still got a job. But motherfucking Speaker couldn't.
Yeah, Spica got a chance to sit out a split, but Armel was in. Spica, at one point, was an MVP candidate, was out of the league, but Armel, who's never done jack shit in his entire LCS career, got a chance to play a full year. Makes no sense. Walter says, money is no object to MSK. He'll take the most expensive one they have. Oh my God, I wish. No. That idea doesn't sound bad. Just send me the link on Discord. Because after this stream is over, if the live chat's not there, then I won't see it. But just send it to me over there. Shopify Rebellion basically tanked their entire split by adding in. They literally just did what Vitality did. They literally just looked at Vitality and went, you know what? We're doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great over there in that LEC. We're going to swap out our jungler, who almost got us to playoffs last split. Remember, if they had beaten Cloud9, there was a chance you played tiebreaker to get into playoffs. They were that close. And then went, you know what? Fuck it. Tomio comes in, not Tomio, and they just look like the worst team. He cannot. His whole career is screwed. Even in show matches, this guy stinks. In show matches, he's terrible. He's bad. I don't know how serious he's taking that, but he's bad in those too. He's bad in the show matches. He was bad in the LCS. He only got a spot because of nepotism. People just liked him personally. It's the only reason why he was there.
That's how it be sometimes.
There's no way anyone could justify his level of gameplay being on a team. No way. He was awful. He got swapped out, and there was a chance that they could have made the playoffs, but it basically came down to they had to win 2-0 against 100 Thieves. They lost the first game. Like, we knew that was going to happen. We literally said Hunters are winning game 1, and like I said before, it's it. That's it. Now, to be fair, once the pressure was off, they won a game, but that's not the game you need to win.
And then they got smoked game 3.
Yeah, they got absolutely clapped game 3. So, yeah, that's it. The 2 bottom-feeding trash orgs out, and I never have to see them again. And if the LCS does move to 6 teams, Immortals will be the one to leave, hopefully, maybe.
No.
It might be a god, maybe.
No, the rumor is they're definitely gone. They're definitely gone.
Yeah. And keep in mind, what we went over some weeks ago talking about that big proposal. Remember, this is a proposal, but I think they might be going through with it. We'll be moving down to 6 teams, technically 7 if you count the Taco People's minor region, actually, All right. NRG, garbage, the entire split. Nothing good. Absolutely nothing good. I saw nothing out of them. They are quite, I know people say 100 Thieves. No, NRG is quite literally the worst team. They actually suck at everything.
Disappointing team, most trash team. There's nothing about them.
There's just nothing there. At least 100 Thieves, they have like Sniper. He kind of makes stuff happen.
Yeah, and Quid when he gets a good champion and he's not put on utility duties.
NRG just is bad. Like Dokla's been bad the entire year. Contracts has tried to play League of Legends, but come on, as a jungler, when your teammates are this bad, you really can't do anything. Can't really actually blame the guy for this. Palafox is fucking his team. He's a Palafucker, not Palafaker. Palafucker.
Everyone look at, look, NRG beat G2.
NRG beat G2. Where's NRG now, people? And where is G? Well, G2's still going to World, I think. I'm pretty sure.
No. G2's the only team in LEC that's solidified for Worlds.
Yeah.
Because they won the summer because Fnatic don't got a brain.
And now, when the pressure is off, they want to beat BDS. Like, fuck off, Fnatic. Oh, my God. Fuck off. Now they want to play out leads better. But FBI, I like FBI a lot. I do, but FBI, who he just don't work anymore. They were kind of barely making it work that year that they went back-to-back in finals and got 3-0'd both times. It's just, nah, man. It's a terrible fucking team. The players don't mix. Who he's way of thinking and wanting to play the game is just not something that can be sustainable and hasn't been sustainable the entire year. So, yeah, NRG being in playoffs, they're about to get knocked out in round 1 anyway. Who are they facing off against? It doesn't even matter.
They're facing FlyQuest.
Done.
It's FlyQuest.
We're about to watch some of the LCS best of series ever of all time this week coming up. Saturday and Sunday about to be the series ever made. 100 Thieves.
Is it best of 5?
It's best of 5. It might be championship. BO5. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, so people are to say, everyone starts on the other side of the bracket. So you technically, there is no you get 1 life, you're out. It's basically you all start on the upper bracket here. So you actually get 2 lives.
I'm gonna tell you why I like that one better than the one in LEC. Because what it does is you give the top 2 seeds like a upper hand. It's like, all right, cool. You win 1, you go to round, you skip round 3, you go straight to round 4. Whoever wins goes straight to the final. Like I like that over.
Yeah, and to be fair, if you like double elimination, this is actually double elimination for everybody in playoffs. Actually,
this is what I like. If you're going to do double elimination, you do this. Don't do that. Okay, you're one and done kind of shit. That shit's bullshit. Just if you go do, I'm not the biggest fan of double elimination, but if you do it, you got to do it like this. You got to do it where you put everyone on top,
and if you lose, now you start your lower bracket from your Yeah, you basically get 2 chances, but you'll actually have legitimately 2 chances. Because in the previous format, like you just guys saw last spring, that means NRG and 100 Thieves will be like down here, and if they lose once, they're done for the entire year to be over. So if Cloud9 TL win, whoever series they win, or whoever wins these 2 right there, they go to Worlds. The World's 3rd place decider is in this right here. It's the 3rd place match right here, actually. All right, so let's get back to the regular season. So now 100 Thieves. They were also just as bad. Like, it was really just Sniper, honestly, for the most part. Like, Quid, he just kind of, I don't know if he doesn't want to be here in America anymore. He just fell off a cliff, honestly, outside of, like, a few champions here and there. River hasn't played that well. They literally had to swap out Meech because he was just basically griefing the entire game. Now, to be fair, was he griefing because Ayla was that bad that it made him
I think it was both. I think it was a bad support plus he had too much pressure on him.
Yeah, because guys, Ayla is certainly one of the supports of all time. I don't understand how he still has teams. It's just like Armail. How does Armail, this guy, still keep stealing checks? They're quite literally. Ayla's on his knees. Nate Shot, can I get some money? Nate Shot's okay. Nate Shot, stop giving this guy money. Ayla's trash. Sorry. Dude.
And the sad thing about with Ayla.
Mhm.
No, it's not Ayla. Meech. Yeah. I think the issue with Meech was he was good in the Challenger League because he was the best of the best there, and he wasn't even like top tier best there, but he had a good support that actually he's like working with.
An LCS veteran support. Yeah, he was with Meech or was it with Zazel?
He was with Zazel most of the time, but Smoothie was there.
Yeah, because Smoothie was on EG challenges. Yeah, so he was with Zazel, a tenured veteran support who'd been to World Semifinals at one point.
And then he was originally supposed to go to Shopify, but Shopify had another ADC they wanted to get.
Yeah, because wasn't B-Boy on EG Challengers? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and he was the one selected over, and he ended up on 100 Cs. 100 Cs could have got Zazel, but nope, they passed over him for some godforsaken reason.
Ayla probably was cheaper, honestly. We know Nate Shop been trying to save money for a while.
At the time, Ayla was the more proven commodity, and he was more popular. Think about it.
Yeah, he got third place.
He was the popular guy in FlyQuest.
Yeah.
He was the one, and then he was on EG when EG was that course of a team. He was the third best player on that team, and that's not saying it because the top. Oh my, Revenge at our mouth. How the fuck did? Oh my, I can't even talk about that. Oh, that shit of a team. No, Meech was screwed. The issue with Meech, and the same thing I've been saying, the Challenger League, your skill levels are too good to be in the Challenger League.
Right.
Or
right.
you have too much potential that you could go to the LCS or you go to the major region or major league, but you're not good enough to be a starter in a major region. That's the issue. Meech is in one of those. It's the same thing that happened.
Well, there's another thing that I want to add to your point is that when someone gets paired with someone better always makes them look better by default. Keep in mind, when he was with the veteran support, he looked pretty competent to win LCS challengers. When he's with kind of like another support that isn't as good or not even close to as good, because Ayla's might be the worst support in the league. He just looks bad. He by default would look bad. So now he's tanking all the blame because most people just honest. I thought it was kind of unfair. A lot of people just blamed him. I was like, him? There's only so much you can do as an ADC in 2024. It's not the same carry role it was back in like season 5. Guys, Ayla quite literally was just running it. So much so that Meech got like so depressed he stopped playing League at all and he just got benched. Like, that's bad. Like, we gotta keep Ayla. Like, and people say Golden Glue. Guys, Golden Glue himself was a bad player. I watched that guy for a long time. He was bad. So you put a bad mid laner as your coach. He doesn't know what the fuck he's really doing. And now you just have this. I mean, are they going to beat Dig? Probably. I think they're going to beat Dig. Want to know why? Because Dig do nothing. Dig do nothing in game at all. They just sit there and just lose. It's actually kind of criminal how 100 Thieves are a bit lower than them. I think they should be 4. Dig should be 5th because Dig guys does nothing.
It's the game score because Dig won one more game.
Oh, because they wanted over them. Remember? Dig beat 100 Thieves. Yeah.
And that was the issue. That was
the only game they ever played like competently. Every other series, I promise you, though, the week that FlyQuest exposed them, they put them in the dirt, basically bent them over and fisted them in their ass, dug all their shit out. They got exposed so hard. They just are a team that does nothing in the game at all. They're just awful, outside of just like give Sven the lead. Well, if you don't have that, you lose. Because Spica, he took that split off and he looks really rough. Same thing with Jensen. When he took that split off, they just look really rough, honestly.
Yeah.
And also this to FlyQuest, hey, you got rid of Jensen, you still kept the same level of performance. True, that's fine, But I wouldn't say that replacing Jensen fixed all their issues, honestly.
Oh no,
So what you said last year, well, not last year, when this happened, when we heard of it, it was a Band-Aid fix, actually.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Get rid of Jensen was a good call, but it wasn't the whole issue. Their issue is they're never going to be as good as they were before. They got lucky because Cloud9 decided to be shit.
Remember when Nuke Duck said, "I don't really know how we're winning this." That is, guys. Whenever you hear those kind of interviews, I'm not saying to read that much into them, but whenever you do, just raise your eyebrow a little bit, like The Rock does. You know, you're like, Wait, you're not supposed to. Well, hold on, you're not supposed. What? He literally said, "I don't know how we're winning this well." Okay, well, that's just like, fuck it. That's how you know it's region shit, where the coach doesn't even know why they're winning.
That was like Dan Wana after game 2 versus FearX. FearX had Baron, Ian,
everything. They had everything to win and threw it away. I'm like, all right, okay. This is certainly League of Legends now at this point. Game of Throws.
50 fucking minutes. I like watching games like those, but the LCK overall is boring. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, that's what happens. Like, FlyQuest only got to MSI because Cloud9 was imploding right in front of us. Like, and FlyQuest was always the best team. I was like, they were the best team until they got to the finals. And then they got whooped.
All right, let's go to FlyQuest. They were the third best team overall.
By circumstance.
By circumstance, number of teams in the league, given how bad the league looks, actually. Now, I'll say this, by default, they kind of have a little bit of stronger players than some other teams, but that's really all that got them through. Like, Whippo this past week against Cloud9 played like Nautilus top.
Whipple's been trash all season. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Whipple's been trash all
I'll be honest with you, man. He's not been good ever since he left Fnatic. On Team Liquid, when you first started watching, he was straight ass, like booty juice ass. When he came back to FlyQuest, parts of spring, he looked good, but for the most part, if we're going just off the most parts of the year, he looked pretty bad. At MSI, he got clapped. Esports World Cup, this man got clapped by Broken Blade. G2 weren't even trying to really play League at that point, you know? Yeah. Like, Whipple's been kind of pretty bad for a while. Remember when he got killed on Gangplank when it was GP ulting? He was looking at the bait when he was shopping?
They got clapped by fucking, Vietnam? We got clapped by Woody? PSG?
No, Ozzy. He got clapped by Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Ozzy might be one of the worst top laners I've ever seen. He's so trash. Gosh.
Can't be any worse than Robo.
That's
all they had to do.
The fact that Robo is better than Ozzy is so
all
sad.
they had to do was fucking fall back and just that still gives me headaches.
Like, also, because people have been asking, people have been saying, "Hey, are you guys gonna do your All Pro?" Okay, guys, I'm being completely honest here. The league is so bad right now. Doing an All Pro is worthless. MVP, impact, that's it.
My All Pro is just Team Liquid, but just take off Umpty and put Inspired. I don't know.
Sure. Go with that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And there's no reason to do All Pro right now because everybody is bad. Okay. Like, literally, MVP, impact. And if he's not your MVP, I know you don't want to split.
Maybe, matter of fact, maybe swap out Yeon for Mathu if you want, maybe.
If you can make the debate, yeah, there's an argument you can make there. Yeah.
Because you're definitely going to swap out Umpty for Inspired.
Most people
that's not because.
And then, like, even on Cloud9, I love Cloud9, but they played good overall. But it's like MVP level, All Pro level.
Like, if you had to look at top 3, okay, let's
don't make me do this. Don't make me do this, man. Quick. It's so bad. It's so criminal.
Who are the top 3 top laners? My opinion would be Impact.
Castle.
It would be
Fake God.
Revenge, and he hasn't even played this year.
He retired.
Oh no! You know what?
Dokla, Castle, and Fake God.
Revenge.
Those are your top 3.
I was about to say, Revenge, Fake God, and Armut. Not Armut.
No. I'm being completely honest, guys. There is no reason to do an All Pro this year for this split because every player is worthless.
I'm gonna do the All Pro real quick. Top lane. You got Impact. You got
everybody else.
This is Impact. You know the fucked up part about? You know who might be the second one? It might be Theratos.
And that would be like you're like
Theratos is third is Sniper.
Yeah.
Unless you put Licorice over one of them. And
he's also ran down himself too,
Yeah. Juggler has got to be
Just put a giant question mark. Just put a giant question mark on that.
Juggler is Inspired.
and Inspired and Friends. Because Blabber hasn't looked that good.
Blabber's trash. Sorry.
Contracts, you could make the argument Contracts was second best, but that's like the only person I could think of.
Rivers third, fourth. Speaker, no. Upty? Do you put Upty?
Probably second, maybe, probably.
Upty second by default?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So shit. Inspired, okay. Contracts. Oh, God, we're really going down the shitter, actually. Holy
mid lane. Okay, let's look at mid lane real quick. Mid lane. APA. That's, God.
That's pretty. APA, the best mid laner. Oh, no.
Fuck. Oh,
God, no.
If you would have told me this
last summer, you told me this would be the best mid laner, I'd be like, damn, how far have we fallen in league?
I would have threw myself out of the fucking window. That's crazy. APA, JoJo,
and Quad.
I guess.
You're sure not putting Jensen there. He's been running me down. Palafox.
Quid.
Quid.
Pala Faker, but not Faker. Pala fucked. Just fucked.
God. Mask? No. Insanity? Nah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, God, no. Man, this is the worst All-Pro ever for a split. This is bad.
ADC?
Yawn?
It's Yawn. And that Yawn being the best ADC is crazy.
I'd argue you could put Sven there. Maybe second or third?
No, Monster's first. Monster's got to be first. Monster or Yawn's got whoever's first, the other one's second.
Okay.
And then third there. You got to put Zen third.
Yeah, Zen's third then. Okay, support. We got
Core JJ. Oh, God.
Zazel. Yeah. Ayla. Dude, come on right now. If Ayla doesn't win first place in the All-Pro voting, what are we doing here? Were we really watching the split then?
Vulcan. Vulcan.
No more, dude. You're trolling me. Fuck off. This is terrible.
Think about it.
This is by far and away the worst All-Pro to vote for players. This is terrible. We're digging in the trash here.
Who's the coach of the year of
Golden Glue? Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, not.
Just put him there. Yo, if you do coaching staff, it'd probably be Spawn, honestly, or any on Team Liquid. It doesn't matter. So yeah.
How about Nuke Duck? How about Nuke?
Okay, you're fucking with me now. Fuck off.
No, think about it. But support has got to be Core JJ, and then it's literally just put Core JJ.
I'm being honest here. This is the worst split to have All Pro. Everyone is bad. We literally just dug in the trash. We debated on our brains that fucking Zazel should be there. They've been griefing the entire split.
It's not who he or
and who is he? And who is he? He sure wasn't who he on the stage.
It's not Ole. It's not Ole.
Ole looked pretty okay. I will give him that. Probably was the only decent player on their team.
Shit. Fuck. What about Isles? I'm done. We're done. Okay. At that point,
this man's trying to get me to be a dumpster diver. Fuck off.
That's the issue I want to say. It's like
Team Liquid went undefeated this split, but look at the quality of players we have. You know, look at the quality of players here. It's horrible. Dude, I'll be honest here. The All-Pro teams for the LCS, I'm not even shitting you guys. The All-Pro teams literally just might be the top 3 teams in that order right there.
Yep.
It literally just might be that. And I'll be honest here. If Impact doesn't win MVP right now, I literally don't know when he's going to win.
At this point, top lane, if he doesn't win it means that top lane is a.
If he doesn't win it, that means someone deliberately didn't vote for him on some malicious shit, and that would also mean whoever y'all, man, if you guys watch the split and you didn't think Impact's the MVP, I know you didn't watch the split. This man quite literally was actually beating the shit out of people. Old ass Impact, he's probably like 30 now. Beat everybody by far. It wasn't even close.
He's not 30. I don't think he is.
He's 30. He's 29. He started playing back in like 2012 when he was like 21. He's the oldest player in the LCS by far.
No.
Currently right now, Impact, age
29.
I knew it. Yeah. He's born in 1993.
That's me. He's 31.
These guys.
No, he was born in 95 or he's born in 93?
He was born in 95.
Okay, that's me 29. Yeah.
Yep. Checks out.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, yeah, guys. I know last week we missed talking about the LCS. Well, this is the worst split ever. There's no split worse than this. This is criminally bad. I'm sorry. Oh, the other thing. Did you see the emotes that the teams are going to be getting?
Yeah. Trash.
I'll be honest. Like, they tried doing this for those show matches. When the season starts, they started when Tenacity was going to be 100 Thieves top laner. That preseason. Basically, if you win, you can make your own custom emote. I mean, some of them look kind of good. Like 3 of them. The G2 one, Cloud9 did a Cloud9 one. I know Genji's getting one with a tiger. Like, I don't know.
We needed that one after the play against T1. They were playing like some goddamn clowns. Put a wig in a nose on a menace. That motherfucker. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Goddamn clown. Speaking of
we did playoff preview.
Real quick,
yeah.
Show matches. Did you see the America versus Canada?
I did.
What?
Yep.
What
Dude,
the fuck?
there's no serious team. There's no serious team with Jojo Pion and Tomio as your mid jungle. That's not a serious team.
And rather your coach.
It's the trash. Did you have to watch that to know who was going to win? You're just like, oh, okay. I know.
I was rooting for Emily. I was like, oh, okay. I was rooting for America, of course.
Emily would make a decent coach. The reason why I didn't like her when she was hosting the Pros episode, she's such an awkward person. I don't think she could do well in conversation.
She's too analytical where it's like she needs someone to bounce off with her. It's trust me, that was the whole thing where when I was doing the video, it was like when it was like, oh, you and this girl have so much chemistry. Because I was the fun. We were both shy, but I was funny and goofy. She was shy and lovable. That's why because the girl who I used to do the videos with, think of like a white version of Keita Kid. Like shy, but it was like, you're going to listen to me. And I was like, I remember one time I was talking over her. She's like, and then she literally gets on my lap. It's like, you're going to listen to me, damn it. I was like, and we talked. I was like, don't do that ever again. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, no, because
that's the problem with girls, man. Girls just like getting challenged like that. They're like, no, bitch, you listen to me. What the fuck?
I told her, I was like, no, because I kind of got turned on. It felt weird because I see you as like I'm not gonna say a little sister, but it's like because our dynamic is like that. It's like when you got aggressive, and it was like we looked at each other in the eyes. It felt weird. It felt so weird because it's like because my instinct was just to throw you on the bed and devour you. Like that was my instinct. It wasn't even because you're not technically related. My instinct went from friend to I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, it felt weird. It felt so weird when she did that. Like when that older lady got mad at me about something, and it was like, I was like, first of all, take your hands on my shirt. The next time you get in my face and you start saying that, I'm taking to your car and fucking shit out of you in the backseat. Like, like I said, it'll take me much to get turned on, but it was like, but going back to Emily, yeah, she's one of those she's nerdy analytical. Like,
yeah, and I'll be honest here, if you're on Pros with someone like Masu, that guy ain't got no personality to save his life.
Hell no.
Core JJ is not that interesting of a person, and who he is looks like he ain't about to do any controversial takes when he's speaking, so it doesn't really matter what you get.
Like Core JJ, because they're Korean, they kind of respect people. That's why Impact, because it's the difference between like Whipple talking shit and Impact talking shit. Impact, he'll come off speaking facts, and he doesn't come off braggadocious. Plus, this motherfucking one world. That's me. It's like you can't be like, oh, Impact old as shit. Yeah, it's like, all right, cool, and then you just clap you later. It's like, oh, am I still old? It's like shit. It's like, am I still old? Who the fuck said that? Who was it? It was Sniper. Sniper said, "Oh, yeah, Impact's old," and it got clapped. I'm like,
imagine that, calling someone old and then getting destroyed as hard as he did. That's crazy.
That's what this guy. That's what this guy. Remember how he was calling me old, and when he found out me and his mom hooked up, it was like, there was a kid from Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. He was like, because and you found out your mom's only 4 years older than me. Yeah. And your mom horny. I'm just saying, you don't call a nigga old and your mom's only 4 years older than me. Because you better give me Keith clap.
Last portion of the playoff preview goes this week. Saturday, Sunday, Dignitas versus 100 Thieves. Yeah. I think 100 Thieves are going to win this. I don't think both teams are good at all. I think both teams are complete trash. But I think 100 Thieves wins, honestly.
Is that PST 1300? That's me.
Yeah, it'll be at 1 o'clock.
Okay, that's me. That's 4 p.m. Okay, no, 4 p.m. EST. That's me. I'll probably be if somebody gets 3-0, it'll be done before I get home. I do hope 100 C's win. I don't know how this is gonna go. Everyone's saying 100 C's 3-1 over Dig.
I would say, yep.
I don't feel that much confident. That's the sad part.
If you say you're confident in Dig, I don't know where you get it.
I'm not confident in Dig either.
Remember first part of the season, dude? Dig season. Oh yeah, guys, Dig season. Yep.
I was rooting for Dig to beat FlyQuest because I just can't stand FlyQuest. I don't like nothing about Inspire. I don't like nothing about Whippo. Like that's why I was rooting for him to beat FlyQuest, and then
once you saw that BO3, you're like, you know what?
Yeah. Yep. Oh no, I still ain't rooting for motherfucking FlyQuest. Them motherfuckers good, burning hell too.
I think right here, 100 Thieves 3-1. Fly.
I say 3-2. I think both of them. I think Fly's gonna be 3-1 over Energy. I think 100 Thieves is gonna be 3-2. I think that goes 5.
Okay. Dig 100 Thieves for me. 3-1 100 Thieves. FlyQuest 3-0 NRG.
I think 3-1. I don't think anybody gonna get swept. Energy might get swept, but Energy always find a way to pull it out. I would not be surprised if Energy upsets FlyQuest.
What if they do? If they actually upset FlyQuest, I'd be like, this league is trash. Throw all this away.
I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Energy's that team, I think all they needed was to get in and then they just found a way. It's the whole we're not totally shit. We just need time. It's like you got a whole fucking year. It's like you guys do not good. Like maybe you got lucky last year. Maybe you got the right support at the right time. Maybe you switch over to from CLG to NRG might have been the trick that got you. You fed off that. Everyone thinks you suck. Everyone's doubting you. You finally clutch up, get some wins, and then like sometimes you just take that run. Like think about it. I took a deck to a League Cup on 3 hours of practice. That's how I tell people. That's how easy Pokemon is. If you know how to break down matches, on 6 hours of rest, or about 5.5 hours of rest, and 3 hours of practice, I take a deck to second place at a cup. Like furthest I've ever won in a cup, Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Like I just understand how to play the game. Like people say, "Oh, you not that good or cool." It's like if I come back and I clap again, suck my dick.
James
what up, James?
Still does D&D stuff. Yeah, he's doing episode 4 this Saturday before he
does the show. James, we playing League later, bitch. You better join in.
He's not joining us. Did I tell you he could? You inviting a white man into our Oreo?
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
I give you money. I give you clout, bitch.
Nigga, what money, nigga? You
want clout? I give you all the clout. You want my dime tonight?
Nigga, what dime, nigga? You don't pay me. That's
what do you mean? I pay you in clout. You getting all this support.
What clout, nigga? Ain't no clout, nigga.
Oh my god,
ain't no clout, man. That's why I'm saying I'm coming out there. I'm taking your girl from you. I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna walk off. I'm gonna fuck her in the back of the car. You gotta watch too, nigga. Go watch him fuck your chick.
I'll say this, and you know what's crazy? I don't agree with Travis on. I don't agree with Travis Gafford on mostly anything, but I will say this: I don't think. I'll be honest here. Esports fans always do this. They want this like constant validation from like the mainstream. Oh, if esports are in Olympics, if it's mainstream, then it's like, why does that matter?
Everybody wants validation because everyone that has this whole thing where they were talking about Pokemon. Think about Pokemon Tekken it fell out. It was before COVID. Pokemon Tekken was like the Tekken, like the fighting game of Pokemon, but then people didn't want to play anymore. It wasn't seeing as much sales. You know, Pokemon Unite is pretty much just like League of Legends for Pokemon. Go look at how that game plays. It's like similar to League of Legends in a sense. It's like five players play. You know, you got common missions and all that shit like that. You know, objectives. Like they're trying Pokemon. People want Pokemon to be an esport, just like how people want Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel to be esport. Like,
that's the thing is. Why does it need to be in the Olympics though? Like, first of all, people, I don't know, because like when it comes to like anything involving that side of the media, they would always say they would love something like that, but in reality, they'd be the ones blocking it. I'm thinking like, would esports attract any level of viewership for the Olympics anyway? Probably not.
And for like an Olympics,
like, and keep in mind, it's region locked, so that means that NA would have to send actual NA people there. You couldn't send a Korean. It's nationality law.
Yeah.
Okay. So Korea's winning that by default. Who are you sending? Zeus or Keen or whoever? Faker, Chovy, Toss it, Canyon going.
Nah, fuck that. You just send Genji with your backup being whoever has that, and then have Faker be the coach.
As a coach.
Oh Jesus!
Oh Jesus! Every team is getting stomped into the dirt. Hard.
And then,
that's like, all right. If they want to get embarrassed by 10,000 people watching them in a crowd, be my guest.
Think about it. We saw the list of the Olympics of LC of all the region. Korea's fucking stacked. Korea can send 3 different teams and they'll get gold, silver, and bronze.
Oh, did you watch that LCS Pros episode?
Yeah,
you were watching. Not Jensen. Oh my God, what's the name? Whippo and Blabber were on the episode. When IG won Worlds, put factor in that was when you had LCK challengers and you could like promote into the league. Back then, Griffin, Gamwon, as you guys know, they became like legacy orgs, or Gamwon did. Well, Griffin didn't, but they had Chovy and Griffin. They had Chovy, Viper, Lahens, Tarzan, Doran. Blabber and Whipple said that they clapped them so hard, and keep in mind, they weren't even in the tournament. That's what a lot of people understand about when it comes to Korean League of Legends. They have people that are so good enough. They're not even in competitive right now. They just have a pipeline of players to just churn out. You know?
Yeah.
Who knows? There could be a Korean team right now in challengers that are just better than Genji, but they haven't been exposed to us yet. That actually might be a thing.
Think about this. Korea can send one of the Challenger League teams and they'll beat us.
They
don't even gotta send the actual pros.
They can probably send Guangdong. Guangdong be good enough, right?
Oh no, fuck all that. They'll probably send Fear.
Don't never send KT. If I see KT,
not KT. No,
if
not
I see KT internationally, holy crap,
not
in this world.
Not KT. You know who they might send just to fuck with Fear X. They might send Fear X. Think about it. Think about it. Do you think a team is doing what Dan Wan does against Fear X outside of Korea? If think about it, if you gave a motherfucking team a Baron and Elder Dragon on a Korean team that wasn't Fear X, say you gave T1, Genji, or Harmolife at 45 minutes a Baron and an Elder Dragon, do you think they're losing that game?
That'd be close. Nope.
No. Do you think they're even going to get to that point? Because they probably would have stomped out whoever they were playing with before that. They think about this. Korea don't even have to send their best team. If they wanted to, if they could literally just here's their first selection of player, second selection of player, third selection of player. Put them out there. All right, cool. You gotta go against 3 different Korean teams in 3 different brackets.
Yeah,
maybe even 4. Same thing with China. China might send 2. Like China alone was disgusting. And then think about you got other esports that Japan might be cracked in.
Yeah, because the other thing is like when it comes to the Olympics, they generally have things that the average person, even if you're not heavily invested, could just understand by looking at the screen. League's not like that, okay, guys. Like CS:GO, you could probably understand what's going on.
Yes,
Valorant, maybe you could do that.
Valorant, I'm telling you this, Valorant would be the only one that would not be truly dominated by a Eastern team. That is Valorant is what League of Legends was back in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Where you can see a Western team winning World. And that happened last year when when Sentinels beat Gen G, like shit like
Oh,
that.
that's right.
Like,
EG, they won it too. Remember?
EG, yeah, it's like
yeah, good deal.
and then,
Oh Lord.
yeah,
But yeah, for me with the Olympics, I mean, esports fans are just really cringe with that stuff. I don't think it's going to move the needle in putting more people into
no,
playing
I'm gonna tell you
games,
why I
honestly.
won't, because it's one of those niche things. Think about it this year. Them motherfuckers had breakdancing. Breakdancing a sport? You saw that little white Australian lady out here. What the? Oh my! God bless her heart, but man, she was trash. And then motherfuckers and then she gonna get mad at us for roasting her. No, you need to be mad at the motherfuckers that let you go up there and embarrass your goddamn ass. Because if you was my girlfriend, I was like, honey, I love you and all, but please don't go on that goddamn stage. Please don't do that. You're good for entertainment, but you're not good for actual sport. If she breaks up with me, fine, go break up with me then. But at least you know I told you the truth. Someone did not tell her the truth. If she went up there and got all zeros, and then got mad at us for like roasting her, bitch, you need to be mad at your coach and whoever told you to join that goddamn competition. That's like if a blind man went to join the shooting competition. You can't stay. You can't dance, woman. Are you gonna get mad at us?
Yeah, I saw that. Break dancing in Olympic sport.
That's like someone said, "Oh, but why can't you say the guy that has no arms can't swim? He could be in the Paralympics, but and then oh my God, I got to argument and say, why is there a Paralympics? Why is there discrimination? Because honestly, they did that on purpose, not discrimination. No, because no offense, you can't put against someone who's physically able to against someone who's not physically able. It would not be fair. That's why they did the Paralympics. It's it's the same thing. And they air it out at the same time. They just don't air it on TV. I think they air it. They might have it on a little bit later on in the year. It's like if someone said, "But why isn't there even the Paralympics?" It's.
Oh, I'll ask I'll ask you this before we go to the LEC and James, if he's still watching. I don't know if James is still watching. Did you guys still want to do that fantasy football thing? Because when does the actual NFL season start? Not preseason bullshit. When
it starts September. It starts a week after my birthday. September 8th.
September 8th. Okay. So did you want to still do the Iron Man podcast episodes where we talk about the NFL? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
That's why we used to talk about basketball with Darnell. I was like, you guys be missing a lot of stuff. I was like, that's why I be in the chat typing. I was like, yo, you guys missed this, you missed this. It's not always political with okay. NBA is not always political. WNBA it kind of is, but
the NBA season starts October 22nd. So yeah. So we'll write up we'll try and plan out a routine for how many games we need to watch or which division to pay attention to.
I thought one of y'all said it, but one of y'all did say that it was political for Caitlin Clark. It was.
Some of the announcers for like the WNBA games, whenever the Fever are playing, it is. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so forced. It's so cringe.
It's not. If you're talking about political, like in non-party, but you're talking about of who she is, yes, it is.
I wouldn't even call it political. If you're asking me, I would just call it. They're just very lazily trying to stir up drama.
That's really all it is. Think about it. You finally get somebody that's bringing attention to a game, but they don't want to admit it's this white girl. The whole thing is this. Matter of fact, we could talk about that on a whole nother podcast.
Let's go to the LEC. Actually, all right. So, Fnatic completely played one of the worst best of fives I've probably ever seen in my entire life, and then clapped BDS because no one had any faith in them. The real reason why I wanted BDS to beat them, I didn't really care if they did or not, because I think Fnatic should just lose every single series after making us watch that kind of finals. And Fnatic crushed them. Wasn't even close. And if we're being completely honest here, ever since the regular season when BDS went 8-1 and they got second place, they have been awful in playoffs. They should have lost to Mad Lions. They only really lost to Mad Lions because Mad Lions is just bad themselves. They should have lost to GX. They shouldn't have got away with that one. They faced G2. At that point, when you had no faith in them, they could have maybe sort of brought it to a game 5. Ice flashed in, ruined the entire series. They're out of the playoffs. And And then now we're at this point where they're playing series like this. Keep in mind, guys, the only reason why they're even considered decent is because most of the other teams with better players are not playing good. They always had a cap to them, no matter what it was. They were always going to cap out like this. But their players aren't that good, if we're being completely honest here. They were just good at playing the map at certain moments in time. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all it really was. BDS are trash. Sorry, they're not good. This is who they really are. And right now, when we're looking at the season finals, right now, they are going to be going up against, I don't know who. They face SK in the losers bracket, actually. And I couldn't give two shits who wins that. Then Mad Lions, they actually upset G2. Merwin started picking. They flexed every AD champion to top lane for him. Like, G2 was weirdly prioritizing just like Kennen and Draven constantly. Caps was really overforcing moments in the series. The game one where G2 just absolutely just clapped them so hard. I'm like, oh, finally, I got the early game good G2 that I wanted to see, because I kept saying, hey, if they go back to that early game play style where they're playing out the map as good as we know they can, given the players they have, they'll be the best team by far and won't even be close. They showed that in game one, and then we got the rest of the series. If the rest of the series played out like game one did, G2 would have 3 of them, but that didn't happen at all. Yike just probably had one of the worst best of series he's played in a while. He was just really awful the entire series. Mickey X, that rail game he had was one of the Mickey X support games ever of all time. Just that was certainly a Mickey X game, as Medic said. But that's pretty much all it is with the LEC, honestly. Like, I doubt Mad Lions Koi. Can Mad Lions Koi beat Fnatic? Because that's coming up this week too, I think. No, lower bracket this week. You got BDS versus SK. Well, this is certainly going to be a series of all time, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know who wins that. Just give me a coin. I'll flip it right now. Nope, I don't have any coins. I don't care who wins this.
BDS
we lose.
Saturday, G2 Sunday.
Yeah, so my prediction for BDS and SK, we lose watching this. We actually lose time in our life investing into watching this.
I say BDS 3-2 over SK. I say G2's 3 over GX.
Yeah, I mean, people would be like, well, G2's current form, even if G2 is in this current form, is GX able to actually win? Because GX couldn't even beat BDS when BDS are that bad. Yeah, I'm supposed to expect them to be G2 now? Like, come on, man. No.
BDS was emptying into them, and they could have won.
Yeah. Like, I'm supposed to have faith in that? You out of your fucking mind? Nope. I'm good on that. But so yeah, that's most of the LEC right now. The season finals is commencing in quite literally. Is the hype there? I don't really know, honestly. Like, the G2 Mad Lions series was kind of just a shit show. The Fnatic series against BDS was just like, man, BDS are just getting destroyed. Like, it looks like they're completely mental booming on stage. They can't do anything good now at this point. You know, like Nook is just not having good games at all. Lebrov is certainly one of the supports of all time. He's just Lebrov is just bad. Ison's like their only good player, but if he's only playing like Aphelios, Jinx, or any late game skilling ADC, then he's just like not good himself. Can't make the game. Can't break the game open. Shales just can't break the game open at all because he has no good lanes to play around, but he himself has been very suspect. Adam just hasn't been good the entire split, for being completely honest here. He's been running it every game, honestly. And then you just have... No, that's it. Yeah, you have Nook. There you go. That's who you're going to win a title. They're going to win a title. Keep in mind, all year they've never got to the finals. Despite having good regular season performances, they've never actually got to the finals. And they've lost in every match before the finals. They lost to Mad Lions in winter. They lost to Fnatic when they were 2-0 ahead. And then Lebrov is like, hey guys, let's not, calm down. Let's not get reverse swept. Got reverse swept. They're up against G2. Maybe bring a game 5. They don't bring a game 5. God, the LEC is so bad itself. Holy shit. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Sorry, we didn't have an episode on Sunday or Monday. We just got really busy, honestly. But the new start times for the show, I'm going to update the start times for the other show as well on the About section on the channel. And we'll say again, thank you guys for the subscribers. They hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Thank you so much. Sundays, 7 p.m. PST. That way it gives us enough time to watch the games that we didn't get a chance to watch, and then have a chance to talk about them more at length a little bit more. Because I felt like when we were doing it at 5:30, I just got off work. I could only really watch like one or two series, actually, and I didn't have enough in my tank to talk about the other games, actually. Plus you were just getting off Pokemon, too. So
that's me. If I'm going, like, I went to top 4 of their final in Pokemon tournaments. Like, I went to New York,
no time for League. Yeah.
Because I'm watching League as I'm coming back on the train. That's an hour, but
that like isn't enough time to like break down what you saw and understand what you saw. It's just not enough time.
Because I'm catching up on the LEC. I watched that first. I'm like, oh fuck, it is. It's like, yeah, because sometimes
I bet you were happy when Ninjas in Pajamas upset JDG. I don't know how.
I was happy, but
that happened.
I knew Ninjas was about to lose. So I was like, oh, okay, damn, Ninjas about to lose. And then they lost to Weibo. I was like, yep, that's not surprising. No, JDG just looks god awful. I was like, what the fuck is this?
These players just don't work.
And then LG being the best team in this place, like, they're frauds. These niggas is frauds.
It's a different team, man. Let it go. No, let it go.
Fraud. Nigga, they fraud last year. They got super clapped by T1. Like T1 clapped them cheeks.
They were actually pretty. I would say I never thought they were as good as people made out to be. They were a solid team. They just got exposed by T1. No one actually ever punished any of their mistakes ever. Like the only time they actually peaked in the summer split finals against JDG. People forget this. They were one game away, one player away inting from actually winning the split. They actually almost beat Prime JDG in the LPL.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. And then they faced T1 in a single best of 5 elimination match.
They got the cheeks clapped. They
just all mentally crumbled. Like, what the fuck? Still to this day, that might be also one of the worst best of 5s ever. That was crushing to look at. You're just like, bro, what is this? They're not even trying. They're not trying at all. They're just playing to lose. No, I'm watching it on my next day off, which is Tuesday coming up. I just have no time this week. I have no time. I ran down every day, even when I got off work with the podcast and everything, and I can't. On Tuesday, when I'm off, I'll do the vlog footage early on, take it off my phone, put it on my computer, and then I'll go. I'm going at like 3-4 o'clock, get back home, spoiler-free review, and then I'll have the vlog out. And then the next day afterwards, or on Wednesday or Thursday, we'll do open spoiler. On Thursday, and yes, Thursdays, 8 PST is the time. So Sunday, 7 PST, which will be 10 EST for the East Coast people. 8 PST Thursdays, which will be 11 EST for you guys who are on the East Coast. It's going to be way better moving forward because it gives us enough time to just rest after what we're going to do and be able to watch the games. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to cover. I mean, hey, gamers are good. You just got to just treat them good. Give them stuff they want to buy. You know, none of that bullshit companies are doing right now because people ain't buying that shit. Unless you want to be homeless and go and keep doing that. What was a drag queen of... Whatever, it doesn't matter. I forgot Kamala Harris. This is Kamala Harris. It's okay. But yeah, anything you want to say, man, before you head out? Got any videos you want to let the audience know about for
I got a video tomorrow. I did it. It's the duck profile. I might wait on there. I might see how I do this weekend before I do the full duck profile. I got one half. I might do the first half and then put it as part 1 and part 2 is just how I improved on it, stuff like that. I got the Worlds video. It's coming out 7 o'clock in the morning. That's me. People should have about 8 hours to watch before Worlds start. It's a tier list of what I think is going to win. This tier list is much harder than last year because last year it was okay. I could pinpoint 3 decks and know one of these are going to win. This year is like 6. It's like fuck. It's like you go most consistent, the most powerful. It's like and the thing is too, our meta is so goddamn long this year. Instead of like being at like 6, it was like 2.5 months. We had 2.5 months. We get a new set that becomes legal today.
Mhm.
Like, and that's the crazy part about it is overall. Yeah, I got a new video coming out of the morning. I got to finish deck profile. Put that up. No, not deck profile. I got to finish the thumbnail for it. Put it up on Rumble and YouTube. Yep.
Yes, but I am watching Aliens. I am, and then my theater's not going to get the Blake Lively movie. That I would have to go out of town to watch that, and I'm not taking Lennon out to Victorville to watch that shit. Hell no.
Yeah, you can take the Victorville there. What the fuck was that?
People love revving up their fucking loud engines because they're cringe.
Yeah, that ain't sound like an engine. That sound like a fucking alien about to suck somebody's soul out. Like, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Did you like the new Blue Eye support? I know people said you did.
Oh, hell yeah. I put out 2 videos. I put out the first video. I put out the second one.
As always, you know I L, because you an L, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Nigga, you an L, nigga. Put out your goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh. Where's
I'm
your
old.
Yu-Gi-Oh content, nigga?
I'm old.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that, nigga. Put those shit out, nigga.
I'm old, dude. My back hurt. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Did I just look at my movie theater website correctly? We are getting the Blake Lively movie. I'm getting it Ins with Us. 2 hours, 11 minutes. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Can I go watch this?
Bring Lennon and try to finger pop her in the movie theater.
It's playing at 8:25.
Oh
my god. If we could start the podcast at 6 and run it for like an hour 45 max.
Nigga,
get to it.
Nigga, just don't even do the podcast then, because I know your ass is gonna talk.
No, we squeezing it in. We squeezing it in, dog.
Nigga, you do nothing but yapping. You yapping MSK. You yap.
I'm. You know what's crazy? Tiny said that my opinions and takes were like not good. I'm like, lady, fighting words. What?
Tiny, sit your little ass down before you get snapped.
God. Good Lord. She's lucky I didn't want to get my fingers in it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Her little ass already in a wheelchair. You fuck with me, you might. Never mind. I'm shut up. Let me shut up.
Nope. Okay. I might go watch It Ends With Us Sunday or Saturday. So I have to really coordinate these times. Actually.
Yeah, man. She already in a wheelchair, man. She fucking around.
Nope. I didn't say any of this stuff. It said like I didn't MSK.
Man, she can't fuck with the big black nigga out here. Shit, man. She'll get her whole spine cracked. Spine buster, man. Biatch. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Shit. Fuck. Nah, man, you gotta be tall. Like, man, fuck your opinion, bitch. You gotta be aggressive. Not too aggressive, though. Yeah, but shit, I give you clout. Without me, you ain't shit, bitch. Yeah, you gotta be on that kind of time, nigga. Gotta let them know. I ain't about the bullshit. I ain't your regular nigga. Let them know that, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that, motherfucker. Let them know that you ain't a regular nigga. Because you ain't a regular nigga, man.
I'm top G. That's what I am. But yeah, so I checked. My theater is getting it, so awesome. I can talk about it. All the ladies are going to want me to, talk about this. There's some crazy, weird drama going on with this movie, but it's fine. Chaz have more videos coming out. You guys can go subscribe to his channel. Give the man all the clout. He's here for clout, and I'm pushing it on him, actually. Good Lord. Yeah. All right, so thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you just so happen to come by this episode of the podcast in the YouTube algorithm universe, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you're a returning viewer or new viewer, we would love to have you. Make sure to leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And if you are just watching this show, because we are talking about League of Legends only on this show, competitive League of Legends, LEC, LPL, LCK, LCS, we'll be back here this Sunday at 7 PST, actually. So we'll see you guys then as we talk about the weekend of League of Legends for the playoffs, actually. So see you guys later and have a great weekend, everybody.